Let me see him. Oh, man. Oh, boy. You're great. Almost new. I told you that guy was worth trailing, didn't I?
Yeah.
They ought to bring a buck. Maybe more. Come on. Huh?
Why don't you try that pocket?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. Oh, you got quick eyes, Professor. Not that I hold out in a pal. That's a lousy 60 cents. That's all he had on him.
Yeah. 85 cents.
Oh, come on. Oh, go away. You swiped them.
Mama.
I don't buy nothing swipe.
$3. They'll bring twice that.
So look, find the blood if you got any left.
Now, come on, Mama. Loosen up, huh? How much?
Half a buck.
Make it 95 cents. We got $1.30. Put 95 with it, and it's enough for 4 bottles of muskie. And enough change left over for 1 bottle for breakfast.
I gotta do business with gunners and drunks.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
He closed the wall, huh? Be careful, you'll break the bottle.
Sorry, we break a bottle.
Lay it, put a light on.
Hey.
Yeah.
Pretty. Very pretty. Blue plate special. There you go. Settle down.
Hey, what's he doing here?
Never mind him. He don't drink. Oh, I know who he is. He's our landlord. Hey, Mr. Landlord, when are you going to clean this place up? It looks like a Pig pen! What are you laughing at? It doesn't look like a pig pen.
You're kidding with him. And I... Well, sit down and behave yourself. You're a guest.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Break his back for. Remember the guy we stole his shoes from? He should have come at us with a club, huh? Maybe he ought to beat our brains out. That's all wrong. I got 3 rules for keeping out of trouble. Never steal nothing big. And never carry nothing that you can hurt anybody with. And never walk on the same side of the street a cop is on. That's my philosophy.
Oh, that's all very wise. I reject that philosophy. That is the philosophy of fear, of defeat and of despair. That's the philosophy of a loser.
Maybe you think you're a winner, huh?
There is absolutely no need for you to get personal.
I apologize.
Makes it.
So,
Have a drink.
I don't care if I do.
No, you see, it's no good. A man has got to have something. Oh, hope, self-respect, I don't know, something.
You know what your trouble is, Professor? You keep forgetting you're a bum. A whiner like the rest of us. You keep acting like you got money in the bank. Clean underwear and a necktie. Wise up, will you? Wise up. Wise up.
You want to know something, Blinky? You're right. Hope. Self-respect. Oh, I started losing those the first time I went to bed with a bottle of muskie. And I finished losing them the first time I woke up in an alley with a lot of cats staring at me. Oh, well, de mortuis, nil nisi bonum.
What's that mean?
Speak nothing but good of the dead.
Who's dead?
I am.
Wine. Stay there. Get some wine. I get some wine.
right, Pop, get it up. 45 cents. On the counter here, you, where I can see it. You're 7 cents short, Pop. No dice. Well, come on. I haven't got all day. Have you got it or not? Feel like paying for it?
I'll have to come back later. I don't have any money.
Well, what do you want? Well, come on. What do you want?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. This was to have been for a breakfast bottle for Blinky and me. But I can't find him. Have you seen him?
Professor, I'm surprised it's you. Think a guy like you would at least read a newspaper once in a while. Your pal Blinky got himself plastered all over the front page. I always knew that boy would make good if he set his mind to it. Here, 2 dead in robbery attempt. Wife of department store owner slain. Here, Mrs. Foster Drake. You know her, huh?
Huh? No.
Big shot college man like you. Here, Foster Drake. Don't tell me you don't know him. No. But him you do know, right? You're looking for your late pal, try the morgue. Hey, come back here. That paper costs a dime, you crumb. Oh, you dirty... Get out of here, Pop. When you got the money, you'll get it. What do I have to do? Throw you out? Go.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Dragnet. And what might we do for you?
I would very much like to talk to the man who is in charge, the captain.
Well, now, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but the captain is out just now. Matter of fact, he's dedicating a new pool hall. Of course, I hate asking you to settle for anything less than the best, but maybe I can help you. Though I'm only a sergeant, you understand. And even though it may sound immodest of me, I'm pretty good at police-type work.
It is about Blinky. Somebody has made a mistake. He couldn't have done it.
What was it he couldn't have done?
I can prove it.
That's very nice of you, sir. Makes our work a lot easier, too. Now go right ahead and prove it.
Well, you see, he didn't even have enough for a bus fare, and 30 miles is too far to walk.
Good point. Very good. Remember that, Sarge.
I knew him. He was my friend. He couldn't kill anybody.
That's what I call proof, Sarge. Guess you'll have to turn his friend loose. Locking up an innocent man is downright un-American. You ought to know that.
Oh, we're trying to do what's right, sir. Now, if you'll just go ahead and add another point or two.
We were together last night. We were playing chess.
Chess?
We've been together since early.
So that's what it is against the law.
Sergeant, please.
You know, this is
How many times will you bring this to me? Why don't you listen to me?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Look at you. How long would you say it's been, Marty?
Oh, about 3 years at least.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, where you been keeping yourself?
I've been
Grace and
around.
I often thought about you, you know.
Hey, how's Grace?
Oh, fine.
Yeah, Katie. Kathy.
Kathy. Oh, fine. She's 7 years old, you know.
Hey.
She's smart as they come. And pretty.
Maybe
Pretty,
you
she's...
have another teacher in the family, huh?
Well, teaching's an honorable profession. Or have you forgotten?
Oh, well, no, a lot of things I've forgotten, Marty. Maybe even some things I should remember.
Hmm? Such as what?
I forget.
Anyway, I was glad to get your letter. How long before they let you out of this place?
Oh, well, see, they gave me 30 days, so I've been here 6. And 6 from 30 leaves 24. How is that for an example in higher mathematics? Maybe I could get my whole job back, huh?
I don't know. Is that what you want to do?
Oh, no, thanks. No, I think I've had my fill of pounding square roots into round heads.
Well, then, why did you get in touch with me, Bobby, after all this time?
You see, Marty, you're the only friend I have. Oh, or rather had.
No. Stick with have. There's been no reason to change it.
Thank you. Well, you see, I was wondering if you'd lend me some money. Oh, look, nothing big. Just $20, that's all. I do need it. You know I wouldn't ask you if I didn't. You see, Marty, the food in here, the food here is bad. And I need money for cigarettes and for razor blades. And I'll be here another 24 days.
Yeah, well, I think I know why you want this money. It's for liquor, right? I had a talk with the desk sergeant before I came in here, and he tells me you're a confirmed drunk. You're a wino, a skid row bum. I hated to hear that, but there it was.
Well, it seems like I'm not a very good credit risk, huh? Oh, well. Look, how about $10, huh?
Bobby, you know it's not the money.
Marty. Help me. Please. I can't eat. I can't sleep. And I'm going crazy.
Hands on the table. Hands.
All right. Okay, so they're right. Everything they say is true. So forget about me. Write me off. Only please, Marty, help me. Help me just this once. Look, I won't bother you again. I promise. Only please help me. Don't you understand? I am going crazy. There's a guard here who will bring the stuff in for me. And, well, it costs $10 a fit. And 2 bottles, just 2 bottles will keep me going until I finish my time. Now, what do you say?
No, I can't. I can't. For one thing, you're asking me to break the law. But even more than that, I can't deliberately help anyone, especially a friend, destroy himself. Now, you listen to me, Bobby. 30 days in here without a drink will set you back into a decent life, and when you come out...
You know, I ask you for help, and I get a sermon. Yeah, well, that good, buddy, I can do at a Fifth Street mission. Goodbye, Marty. Look, I won't be seeing you again.
Don't let it get you down. They're all alike. What do you want, some booze money?
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, I would have bet on it. We dry them out here by the carload. These guys get on the sauce and they sell their own brother for a jolt. I guess you'd call it a flaw in their character.
Well, he tried to save some money, you know. Some do-it-yourself wiring around the house, eh? And the wiring shorted and the house went up in flames. And the wife and kids went with it. Adds up to quite a flaw, doesn't it?
So, they all got their reasons.
Mr. Fish, could you spare some change? I haven't had anything to eat in more than 2 days. Oh, please, Mr. Look, just a quarter, just a dime. I mean, I'm awfully hungry. Hey!
So glad to have seen you. Have a good time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Beverly Heights Charity Luncheon, and everybody in town of any moment is here. The place is just crawling with social celebrities, and I can't tell you how many people we're going to see on television this afternoon. I'll introduce everybody that I can find that we're in. Foster! Oh, Foster! Foster, how wonderful to see you again. It's been simply ages, you know. I'm so happy that you were able to be with us on this important occasion.
Why, thank you, Agatha. Agatha, may I present Miss Malone?
How do you do? My, this is a pleasure. Miss Honora Malone, isn't it? Yes.
Well, now, if you will excuse us, Agatha.
If I must, have a nice time. That was Foster Drake, president of the famous Drake department store, and his utterly charming companion, Miss Honora Malone. Rumor has it that those two are soon going to be listening to Wedding Bells.
Are you, inviting me in for a drink?
I'd love to, darling, but it is late, and I have to get up very early. It's one of the problems of taking out a working girl.
I hope to change all that very soon.
darling.
Good night.
My name is Robert Benson, and I'd like to talk to you.
What is it you want, Mr. Benson?
It's about Foster Drake. Well, no, please, don't close the door. Just listen to me for a minute. Look, Blinky Hewitt, the man who was accused of killing Mrs. Drake by the police, well, now, he was a friend of mine. I knew him. Now, I knew what he could do and what he couldn't do. The newspapers, they said he was a transient and a Skid Row bum and a wino, and he was, but, well, he couldn't hold anybody up at a point of a gun and shoot them. He couldn't, never.
He must have. No one else was there. Good night.
No one else was there. No, look, how else could he hope to marry you? Now, I saw Mrs. Drake's picture in the newspaper. Now, she was old, and she was unattractive, and you're young and you're pretty. Now, I think that he hired Blinky to stage a fake holdup, and then he killed him and Mrs. Drake. Oh, look, granted, that's just a guess, but like they say, it's an educated guess.
There is such a thing as divorce.
Not if his wife wouldn't divorce him. I just wanted you to take another look at the man you're going to marry.
You're crazy. Do you know that? You're crazy.
Must be crazy expecting credit around here.
I've been a customer of yours for more than 3 years. Now you know me.
I know you. I know all of your kind. I'd let one of you guys get into me for $4 and I'd never see you again.
I give you my word.
Keep your word. I said no, and I ain't changing it. Come back with the dough or don't come back at all.
Look, one lousy fifth of bourbon, that's all I'm asking.
The bourbon
I'll pay you back.
Kill you, and I never see my dough.
Please? Oh, look, please. What do you want me to do? Get down on my belly and crawl?
Professor, I don't get it. Guy like you. Sure, some poor slob that's born to nothing and no place to go but down. Him I can feel for. But you, a man with education and all, looking like a bundle of garbage.
Well, don't you patronize me.
Yeah, you see, patronize. No real bum would use a word like that. Look, Professor, hard liquor ain't for garbage can bums like you. You can forget your pal just as easy on Muskie. And it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, 45 cents, pal. All it takes to lose your troubles. I got a couple of bottles of port stuck away. Yeah, it's kind of spoiled a little. Of course, I ain't supposed to sell it to any human beings. But, college man, 20 cents.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you for nothing.
told me about you and about your slanderous accusations. I should go to the police. That would only mean publicizing your dirty lies, and some of that dirt would be sure to stick, and I won't risk that. Now, I want you to remember this, you cheap, filthy, drunken excuse for a human being. Your words left a mark on that young woman, and that's why I'm here to tell you that if you ever speak to her again or go near her again, I will kill you. I'll step on you like I'd step on the bugs in the bed you sleep in.
Bourbon on the rocks.
Just what do you expect me to do about it?
Well, Lieutenant Fuller, what do you usually do when someone threatens to kill a man?
We arrest him, if there's sufficient proof and if a formal complaint is signed.
Well, if you make out the complaint, I'll sign it.
Let's not rush into anything, Mr. Benson. Now, by your own statement, you slandered Foster Drake to a third party. He could hit you with a counter-complaint. You realize that?
Oh, but wouldn't he have to prove in court that what I said was actually slanderous? That what I told Miss Malone was a lie?
If it got that far. You say Foster Drake threatened you over a month ago? Well, why wait this long to do something about it?
Well, you see, Lieutenant, 1 month ago, I was a wino, Skid Row bum. Now, if I'd asked the police for help then, I'd have ended up in a psycho ward. And now, I am a gainfully employed, tax-paying citizen. And as such, I do wish to file a complaint against Foster Drake.
Anyone hear him threaten you?
Well, no one I could find.
Well, did anyone see him walk in? A desk clerk, cleaning woman, janitor, anyone at all? You know a lot of men who hang around that area. Did even one of them see Foster Drake?
Lieutenant, isn't that a job for the police?
No, Mr. Benson. I'm not going to pull in a man like Foster Drake on your unsupported word. Takes more than a clean shave and a jar of deodorant to get the police to put $1 million behind bars. Go back to Skid Town, Mr. Benson. Take my advice. At least down there, you know where you stand.
Yes, it's me, and I'm drunk again. Hey, Daddy. Hey. How about a dime for a cup of coffee, huh? Shot dog, huh? I know you drink. Let's have a drink, huh? What about it, huh, pal? Say, how about a short dog? I know you dig a short dog, don't you, Dad? Hey, you think you're too good for me?
Just enough for a bowl of soup.
Oh, what do you... How about that? Put the make on there. Put the make on there. Say, buddy, I'm your friend. That guy's no friend of yours. Oh, this guy put the shake on there. Come on, pal. Come on.
Thanks, bud.
Boy, sometimes I think these people hustle backwards. I don't understand this guy. Well, say the beat. Hey, come back here, Steve. Stop that rhino. Hey, come back here. Stop that rhino.
My first reaction, Marty, was to go out and get roaring drunk. Now, I didn't do it this time. But what about the next time, Marty? Oh, I can't. I won't go back to that way of life. I'd be better off dead.
Come on now. You're not going back to that. It's been too long. I tell you have beaten this thing.
Well, I wish I could believe that.
Now, listen to me. Listen to me. After the fire, all you wanted to be was dead. Now, that happens to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. And when they're in a hurry, they go out the window, they pull a trigger, they turn on the gas. But you did something different. You've been committing suicide in slow motion. And then something happened. Your friend was killed, and you think it was a murder, and the killer is apparently getting away with it. And you decide to do something about it. You make a commitment. It's as simple as that. A commitment to life, replacing the one you lost in the fire.
But, Marty, I have failed. The police brushed me off. Now, if your theory's right, that means I'm right back where I started 1 month ago.
I suppose it. I don't know. It's possible, you see. But you've got to keep after it. At least until you know one way or the other.
Take a good look, Mama. About 6'1", 190 pounds, well-dressed.
Well-dressed? Around here, everybody's well-dressed.
Thank you, Mama.
Ma che cosa si crede dove si trova lui? Well-dressed.
Hello?
Miss Malone? This is Robert Benson.
Who?
Robert Benson, do you remember me?
Oh, yes, I remember you. What do you want?
I want to see you. I want you to see me tonight.
We have nothing to discuss, Mr. Benson.
No, please, Miss Malone. But please, it's important to me, and it should be important to you, too. There's nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to let me in, only please.
All right.
Thank you. I'll be there in a few minutes.
What did he want?
He's coming here.
Why the devil did you allow that? What did he say to
darling.
you?
He sounded so desperate. I'm sorry. I'll send him away.
No. Wait a minute. Don't do that. When he comes, I'll be there in the bedroom. I would like to hear what he has to say this time.
Hello.
Mr. Benson?
I meant what I said. You don't have to let me in.
I didn't recognize you. You've changed so much. Please, it's all right. Come in. Won't you, sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Maybe you'd like a drink?
No, thanks.
All right. Why did you want to see me?
Well, Miss Malone, I want to ask you one question. Was Mr. Drake in love with you before Mrs. Drake was killed? I think you've answered my question. Now, will you come with me to the police and tell them?
You are insane. I love that man. And you expect me to help you condemn him? You've never even met him.
I beg your pardon, I have met him. Didn't he tell you? He came to my hotel room a couple of days after I saw you here. He told me if I ever tried to see you again that he would kill me. Step on me like one of the bugs in my bed was the way he put it.
I don't believe that. He's not that kind of man.
It was in his face, in his eyes, in his voice. Why, if I'd made one wrong move or said one wrong word, he would have killed me right there and then. That man is getting away with a double murder, Miss Malone.
I feel very sorry for you, Mr. Benson, but I can't help you. Now, would you please leave? And don't come back.
Nothing else, he's convincing. He's wrong, of course, but when a man honestly believes that he's right, he can't help but be convincing. Well, Laura, look at me. He is wrong. You know that, don't you?
Did you go to his hotel room and threaten him?
Yes, I went there. I should have known I would do that when you told me he'd been here to see you. As for threatening him, that's his interpretation. I simply told him I'd take legal steps if he continued to bother you or slander me. You believe me, don't you? Well?
I'm sorry, darling. I do believe you. I love you. You know I love you.
I begin to worry about you. Do you realize it's a month since we had that talk together?
I do now.
Yeah, well, how the heck are you, huh?
Okay.
You're still on a construction job?
Oh, I'll say. You got calluses to prove it.
And the other,
I guess it was too much to hope for. I followed my commitment, as you called it, just as far as it would take me. You know how I struck out with the police. I even went to see Drake's girlfriend again. Nothing. But I tell you what, Marty, I'm not afraid any longer. It's been over 2 months since I had a drink and over 4 weeks since I even wanted one. I could go out with you right now, have a highball, never touch it again. But at least I think I could. Not gonna try.
I think it's just wonderful.
I guess all I need now is a new commitment.
Well, how about higher mathematics? Would you like to give that a try?
Oh, come on now. You really think anybody's gonna be interested?
I have a little influence here. I'll give it a try.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hey, come on. It calls for a celebration.
Let's go someplace and get a couple of...
What?
Drinks of milk.
A milk. Yeah, okay, milk.
All right, that's all right. Have you seen this man?
Yeah, I see him. Some time ago, but I remember him real good.
Was this anywhere near the Starlight Hotel?
Nowhere's near the Starlight. I saw him talking to this little guy I used to see on the street. They both got in this big car and rode off.
Well, this little guy, do you know his name?
No, I don't think so. I knew a real good pal of his, though. He's seen him around lately. His name is, Bennett? No, Benson, that's it. Professor Benson.
Come on, Jack.
Well, wait a minute. I ain't done nothing. What you putting the arm on me for?
All we want is a statement and a little visit to the lineup. Only this time, you'll be on our side of the lights.